What's up, guys? Shoshana's Trends here. I am back with an I'm cute. I am back with another YouTube video. Today's video, I'm going to be ranting and talking to you guys about some topics that's heavy on my heart up in here while I do my hair. So start the video. Okay, so this hair, first and foremost, is by Panache Hair, P-A-N-A-C-H-E, Panache hair. It's one of those hairs that's like so good you can take it out and put it back in. So this is actually my second install with this hair company, and I washed my hair recently, so you know it's kind of hard to get that spruce back in your life after. Why am I talking like that? In your life, it's hard to get that spruce back, the spruce going, once you've washed your hair and you don't have to reblend it. So that's what I'm going to be doing here today, is bringing my hair back to life just a little bit. And I just want to talk to you guys about some things, because I have low-key been MIA, and not only have I been MIA from YouTube, I've been MIA from like my own life. So, you know, psychological problems. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. So I just wanted to come on here and just zoom my hair and talk to y'all. I feel like the first step to bringing your hair back to life after washing it is to just brush it all the way out. Just all the way. All the way. All the way. All the way. So some things that's been on my heart is like, okay, you know how like when the seasons change, you just all of a sudden, I don't want to say your mood changes, but for me, that's how I kind of feel like happened. I feel like as the season start changing, things start kind of shifting in my life, and it became very uncomfortable. And I feel like a lot of things have been happening that has been out of my control in life, and I just been so like blah, you know, just so not completely depressed. Okay, well, kind of like a mild depression, you know, and those kind of things are never fun. And I just want to talk to you guys about it, because I literally have to like, and it's normal, you know, like I want that to be a topic of being normal, because a lot of times we shy away from talking about depression or being sad and our feelings. But y'all, sadness is real. Whether you guys feel like we have a legit reason to be sad, or if you feel like you have a legit reason to be sad or not, it still happens, and it's unfortunate, and sometimes we can feel stuck. And that's what was happening to me. I'm still not completely out of it, but I don't want it to get the best of me. Okay. Had to get rid of my leave out for a little bit. I always only leave 2 fingers worth of leave out. But it was just, child, it was getting the best of me, so I had to put it away for now. So one thing I always want you to do when you're bringing your hair back to life is make sure you grease your scalp. I'm not always the best at remembering to do this, i.e. my hair is kind of brittle because I just don't take care of it like I should anymore. Hate to admit that on camera, but if we're keeping it real. Anywho, so back to just the sadness thing, and it feels like when one thing happens, the rest just keeps happening, and a lot of times it is because we let one thing get the best of us, so that way it's gonna be more that keeps getting the best of us, you know. And that's totally a thing too, and I feel like that's what was happening to me. Like one thing happened, and the way we respond is so big, and the way I responded was huge, and then just started being a downward spiral of a lot of things happening. But that's okay, because seasons change, people change, things change, but we will always bounce back. A person like me can't be destroyed. Tell yourself that. So I'm getting through it, and I just don't want to stay down, and I don't want anyone else who's out there to stay down about whatever you're going through as well. And especially if you can't control it, if it's out of your control, try not to let it get the best of you. That's just one thing I want you guys to take away. And I also want you guys to know that the things that people do that may hurt you is not a reflection of you. And that's something you got to remind yourself too. What people do is not always about you, you know. Sometimes it's strictly just about them. And only thing we can do is pray. Only thing we can really truly do is pray. Just pray, stay prayed up. The minute we think we're winning on our own is when God will remind you. Baby girl, he came to my door and said, baby girl, that was not your doing. So you need to go on and come back to me. So that's just what I've been working on for myself mentally right now. Something else that's never really talked about in like the Black community, or really at all, Black, white, Hispanic, anything, is OCD. Now you guys, I have been dealing with OCD for like my whole life. When I was a kid, it started with odd numbers, then it went to like double checking to make sure like the door was locked at all times, and I would have to like go check the door like 4 times, 6 times, and then it got bad to the point where if something happened in my life that was dramatic, my OCD would be focused on that, and then I would do new rituals to keep me like safe. So it sounds so weird and it's so stupid. I don't want to say it's stupid. I don't want to offend anybody by any means. It's not stupid, or to the person on the outside looking in, they might think it sounds stupid. That's what I mean. So guys, please don't come for me in the comments. But it's definitely like a healing mechanism, but it's also something that will mess up your mind so bad, you guys. When I go through dramatic and stressful times, my mind will find a new like protection mechanism or something to keep my mind sane, which is actually doing the opposite. But then I start obsessing over stuff, or I'll have all these random thoughts, and it's like the only thing I could think about, and then my mind's just going like this, and it's like, well, Trishana, what if this and 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 this, now you have to do this to make sure this isn't up, and then blah blah blah, but what if this is real? And you start having these thoughts that seem so real. It's self-conflicted thoughts that you add to the scenario after something has already happened. So then you're obsessing over that. So you're obsessing over the traumatic thing that just happened to you, and then you're obsessing with new thoughts, and you believe that those are real as well. So it was like, it's hard to explain, but it's so hard to deal with. And that within itself is like its own little depression as well. So that's what's been going on with me, I want to say, for the past month and a half, maybe even a little bit longer if I'm just being honest. And it's hard to kind of get people to understand that, and that's something I don't really talk about. And this video is not to y'all, it's not a oh my gosh feel sorry for me video, because I'm not that girl. Like I said, I will always survive and push through. It's just when it's happening, it's just hard to push through. But you literally have to tell yourself that I'm going to be okay. Like, I stopped listening to music for these last couple weeks, and I just started listening to podcasts and listening to sermons. Michael Todd is my pastor, you guys. Like, I love Michael Todd from Transformation Church. I need to go out there and visit that church. But that's what's been helping me. Watching videos on OCD, even just reading an article on OCD helps me remember that I'm not special. Like, I'm not the first person that came up with this weird obsessive compulsive disorder. Like, people face this type of thing, and that alone helps calm my nerves too. So that's just what I wanted to say as far as people with depression, OCD. Like, you're not alone. It's hard to tell people right in that moment, but like, the grass is going to be greener on the other side of depression. Like, there's been people I've not stood up, but I just haven't really reached out to in this time, just because I didn't want to just be around a lot of people. Like, I didn't want to be like that negative Nancy in the group, or I didn't, like, I'm not trying to avoid people. I just wasn't trying to be awkward. So I didn't want to come at people when I'm at a low place. So I just rather talk to people. Like, I've set aside so many business meetings and getting things done just because I wasn't all the way my all, and I just didn't know how to like fake the funk. So now that I'm coming out of it, it's like, okay, now I can get back to life, So sorry if I got a little too real, you know what I'm saying, but I just had to speak my little mind, So right here, I just like to kind of flip this part out a little bit and give it like a little, a little body. And then I like to just spray it just a little bit. Nothing too heavy, just a little light spray. And then it's on to my, oh goodness. Oh goodness. And I have really bad dandruff, you guys. Like, it gets so bad in there. It's so gross. So like I said, it's kind of like brittle up in here, but let's see what we can do. So when it comes to leave out, mousse is thine friend, or like a setting foam. So I try to put like a little setting foam on it, just a little something. And I'm not a big person on like edges. Hoo-hoo! I'm not a big person on like slicking down my edges, just because I be wanting my hair to look a little natural. But that's a thing too. So if you're gonna slick down, I just do just a little bit. But you guys, this hair is really good. Like I said, this is my second time installing it, and even if I take it out, it's good enough where I can put it back in and install it a third time. And that's ultimately the goal when you're getting hair, okay? You want something that you can leave up, take down, and put on back up, okay? That's the goal in life when you're shopping for hair. And as you've seen, the hair does not shed. Like, I haven't had any shedding. It was longer, I cut it a little bit, but this hair is like super good. If only my real hair would cooperate with this. And I never really do this side, so I'm not gonna really do that now. I'm not gonna front. So yeah, that's pretty much how I wear my hair. Make sure you guys check out this hair company and get you some hair. It's a good investment. If you buy it now, you can wear it all the way through the new year. There you go. What beats that? You know, you save money, you get your hair done now. It'll be done for Halloween, it'll be done for Thanksgiving, it'll be done for Christmas, and it'll be done for the new year. What better time to buy you some hair, okay? So check them out. I'll have all the links below. And I just want to say, you guys, don't stay down. If you're going through depression, anxiety, OCD, anxiety, I barely hit on that, but y'all, that's another thing. Anxiety was so real, it's been keeping me up at night. I even lost like a lot of weight. Like, it's just bad. But this is not a feel sorry for Trishana. It's I'm okay. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep progressing, and God ain't done with me. Hello. So that's all I wanted to say, you guys. Like, everything still happens for a reason. If you're going through it, just know you will get through it, but you have to choose to want to get through it. You have to take those steps as well to, like, okay, you gotta tell yourself, I'm gonna get through this. That's the only way you're gonna get through it. But you got it. I have faith in you and have faith in yourself. Again, you guys, check out this hair, and thank you so much for watching. I hope it wasn't boring, but sometimes we gotta just have that moment and take a mental break. And I just feel like a glob of spit that just came up. I just feel like this was the perfect timing to kind of talk to you guys about that it's okay to go through the works and go through the motions of those types of things, as long as you bounce back. So that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Follow me on Instagram as well, at Trishana. You guys, they're like burning